All right, students, this video is going to show you how to calculate and how to create crosstabs in Excel. And so I'm going to do this with the variable happy and then health, and then eventually we're going to break it down by males versus females. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to take the two variables, happiness and health, and copy them and put them onto a new page. So let's see, happiness and health are right here. So I'm going to copy these two, open up a new sheet here. And then like I said, I'm eventually going to separate males and females. I'm also going to go grab sex as well. I'm just going to put it here. Okay, so now that I have these two copied to the new sheet, I'm going to now create a pivot table, and I'm going to construct the crosstab out of the pivot table. So what I need to do first is I need to highlight these two variables. And I'm going to come over here to insert, and I'm going to insert pivot table. This is the range that I'm going to be working with. I'm going to slap this into an existing worksheet. I'm going to put it here. So press OK. All right, so now nothing's really here. We're going to be treating health as the independent variable. So, I mean, we could really go either way, but let's just say we're treating health as the independent variable. And then happiness is the dependent variable. So like we discussed in lecture, health goes in the column, or the independent variable goes in the column, the dependent variable goes in the rows. So happy being the dependent variable is going to go in the rows. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these two and I'm going to drag them down. So drag health over to columns because that's our independent variable. Happy over to rows, and that's our dependent variable. And so now that I have this, I have just a bunch of stuff here. So what I also want to do is I need to get some data, so I need to have the values. And again, you want to calculate the values for the columns. Okay, so I want to put health in the values section. So now I just have data here instead of just random stuff. Okay. Now that I have this, I see 1, 2, 3, 8 for row labels. I have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 for column labels, and what is 0, what is 1, what is 2, what is 3, and so on and so forth. So I need to, at this point, go to the code book. And then, so 1, to see what numbers I need to drop, so what data I need to drop, and 2, to label. So I'm going to come over here to the code book, and I see happy. For happy, 1, 2, and 3 are all valid responses. 1 is very happy, 2 is pretty happy, and 3 is not too happy. 0, 8, and 9 are all missing values. So I'm going to come back to happy. I'm going to click over here, and I'm going to get rid of 8, and then this is probably 0, so that's blank. So I only have very happy, pretty happy, not too happy, and I need to label those eventually. I'm going to do the same thing for health. So I need to find the code book for health, look that up. So let's see, health is right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 are all actual valid responses, and then 0, 8, 9 are missing values. So I'm going to remove 0, 8, and 9. So I'm going to come back here. I'm going to find health, and I'm going to uncheck 0, 8, and then I guess 9 is blank. Press OK. Okay, so now I have this. Now, again, I know that happy is in the rows, so instead of having row labels, I'm going to put happy here. And I know the column is health, so I'm going to put health here. Now, I also know that 1 was very happy. For happy, very happy, 2 is pretty happy, 3 is not too happy. So I'm going to come back here, very happy. 2 is pretty happy. And then 3 is not too happy. Then I have to do this obviously for health as well. So 1 is excellent, 2 is good, 3 is fair, and then 4 is poor. So for 1, I'm going to put excellent. 2, I'm going to put good. 3, I'm going to put fair. Then 4, I'm going to put poor. I'm going to expand the columns a bit so that I can read these. Okay, so I'm going to put total for the grand total. Don't put like column total and then come over here and put row total. Now the reason why you don't want to do that is because once you put total here, let's just say you put column total here, it's also going to show column total here. Or if you put row total here, row total is supposed to be here. If you put row total here, it's also going to show row total here. And if you put column total here, it's going to put column total here because these are going to be the same number. So I'm just going to put for count of health is, health and happy. So I'm labeling my crosstab. Okay, so now that I have this, I have the actual frequency. So here I have the raw frequencies. But obviously when you're doing a comparison, what you really want is percentages. Now I could put both frequencies and percentages here, but it looks all jacked up. And I don't want to do that because it looks all jacked up. So if I wanted to just display the percentages, then what I would need to do is I need to come down here, and I'll show that. But like I said, there is a way to display both percentages and frequencies at the same time. It just doesn't look good. Okay, so I'm going to show you just how to display the percentages. So what I do is I come down here, and I click here. I hit value field settings. Then I'm going to click show values as, and then I'm going to show values as percentage of column total. I'm going to press OK. And now we actually have the percentages here. The percentages always need to add up to 100%. Then you can clearly see the relationship here now, because you can see here that people who are in excellent health tend to be much happier than people who are in good, fair, or poor health, right? And then people who are in excellent health are way less likely to say that they're not too happy. So there certainly appears to be a relationship between health and happiness when we're looking at this crosstab, okay? Now, the other thing that we can do, like I said, is we can throw sex as a kind of like control variable for our crosstab. So if I were to do this, what I'd have to do is I'd have to copy all three of these and then go back to insert pivot table. So I'm going to insert and then pivot table. So I already got that, and then I'm going to use, so I already got everything that I'm copying right now. Then put existing worksheet, and then the location, I'm just going to put right below this. I'm going to press. Okay, so now basically what you do here is you repeat the steps that we just did. So it's pretty simple. You put health in the columns, happiness in the rows, health and the values. Again, we're going to try to get rid of some of these. For happy, we know that 8 and blank are missing values, so we're going to get rid of those. For health, we know that 0, 8, and 9 are blank or missing values, so we're going to get rid of those. Then label the row label happy. Come over here, health. We're going to put 1 is very happy. Label each value, and then 1 is excellent, good, fair, and then poor. Again, I want to expand this so I can read this. I can actually read the numbers. All right, so I'll just put total happy. And then what I'm also going to do, like I said, I want to display the percentages here. So I'm going to put show values as percentage of total. So again, the percentages obviously repeat here, exact same. So this is for everybody. But the way you separate males and females is you come over here to sex, and then you come over here and then you filter. Okay. Now after we do that, we're going to click on select multiple items. We're going to press OK. Now, this is just displaying everybody together, both the males and the females together. But if I just want to display males, I know that males are coded as 1. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm just going to display just for males. So I'm just going to do it for 1. And we can see that the numbers change, right? So here we see very happy people, males who are in excellent health. or excellent health, and 57.55% of them said that they're very happy, and then so on and so forth, right? And then if you were to do it for females, you just display 2 and then not 1, because if you did 1 and 2 together, it's displaying both the males and females together, and you would get these numbers. So say we're just looking at it for females. We can see again percentage of females who said that they're in excellent health and said that they're very happy is 52%. You know, and you can compare it to the other percentages as well. So that's how you go about calculating or creating a crosstab bivariate table in Excel, and how you can separate males and females, or you can do this with any variable as well.